In this video, I'm going to talk about how long the body recomposition process takes and what you can do to speed it up. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodie and I help you change your beliefs so you can change your body, your health, and your life. So I actually got asked this question: how long does the body recomposition process take? And does carb loading speed up the process? So I wanted to answer it in this video because it is a really good question, and I think my answer is probably not what you would expect, but it's definitely going to help you, of course. So I'm going to start with the second part of the question: does carb loading speed up the process? And in short, the answer is not unless you're actually requiring the extra carbs. So just adding a pile of extra carbs to your diet isn't going to do anything for you unless you are training hard enough and looking at your progress data, seeing how your body is feeling, how it's responding. And if that indicates that you need more carbs, then adding some extra carbs, of course, it's going to help you and continue the process moving forward, preventing you slowing down or plateauing, that kind of thing. Yes, it will help speed it up in that respect, but just adding extra carbs and trying to eat more faster before your body is actually ready for that extra food isn't going to help speed it up. It's really important, especially with the body recomposition process, but any body transformation process, right? Whether that's building or cutting, you need to always be looking at where your body is at, how it's responding, and then adjusting your food and training accordingly. That is how you're going to keep moving forward and keep making progress and not get stuck, because at the end of the day, your body changes because it adapts to the stimulus that you provide, right? And so to keep it changing, you have to keep increasing that stimulus so that it does keep adapting. However, you always need to start with the body first and see where it's at, see how it's responding. And if it's not indicating that it needs more food or more carbs, then adding more isn't really going to help. Like, it's probably just going to be too much. Then you're going to end up with consequences that you don't desire, like gaining unnecessary body fat. Now, let me be clear on that. Carbs don't equal fat gain necessarily. It's your calorie consumption overall. And it's really how you train as well. Like, I'm eating, or have been eating, 2850 calories on average for a few months now. I've gained weight, but so much of that has been muscle because I still feel really lean in my body. And yes, I've gained a little bit of body fat for sure, but overall, I'm actually quite surprised with how lean my body is still looking given the calories I'm consuming. And the reason for that is I have just increase the intensity of my training. I've taken things to another level with how hard I'm actually pushing myself in terms of the weight I'm using, the tempo I'm following. Like, I'm making sure I go above and beyond in my workouts, even if I don't feel like it, even if I'm having a bad day, even if I'm feeling tired, even if I'm feeling sick, I still go and get it done and do what I need to do and make sure I'm pushing myself to the limits, basically. But that's part of the process as well, and that comes with training experience, right? Learning what your limits are and learning how to kind of push past them without injuring yourself, obviously. Like, it's a gradual process, right? And it comes again with that training experience. Anyway, so back to the main part of the question now: how long until body recomposition takes place? It's really important, as I've said before, to let go of time frames in the body recomposition process or in any body transformation process. I know we like to have that kind of certainty that, okay, it's going to be done if I just stick it out for 12 months, but one, that limits you, because if you just went a little bit longer, you might get an even better result. Two, you're focusing on the wrong thing. And three, what you're really looking for is certainty around the fact you're going to get to your desired outcome, right? And this is where kind of the energetics come into this, right? Like, I've really been playing with this recently, and I definitely want to talk more about it because my life has changed so much in every respect from understanding the energetics of everything better. and using those, applying those, as well as the science. And it's all related at the end of the day. If you look at people like Bruce Lipton and Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden, they are scientists talking about the energetics of things and combining the two, and it's just fascinating how it all actually works. But anyway, so you need to go about your day and life as if you already have the result that you want. You need to be that person first before you have the body that you are after. So that means you have to already be certain in your head that you're going to get there. So it doesn't really matter how long it's going to take, because someone that already has the body that you want isn't worrying about how long it's taking to get there because they've already got it. And that's the energy you need to play in. Now, the other part of this is realizing that progress is happening all along. It's not some distinct thing where you are in this body one day and then 12 months later you're in this body. It's happening gradually along the way, right? It's a journey, and you need to be able to see your progress as you're going through that journey, because otherwise you're going to quit too soon. And also, what you focus on expands. So you need to be seeing the progress that you're making as you're going, whatever that will look like for you. So in the body recomposition process, the most important thing is that your strength is going up and you are staying consistent with your macros, especially protein. You need to worry about those two things before you worry about anything else, including your photos, including your measurements, including your body weight. But really tie all of that in together, and it gives you the full picture of your progress. But if your strength is going up, then you need to celebrate that and keep going, keep pushing in those workouts. If your hunger is increasing on your calorie intake as well, that's a really good sign that you are losing body fat. And so focus on that, then live in that energy that, okay, it's happening, I'm making progress. Body recomposition, which is building muscle, losing body fat, it's happening, I'm getting there. And that's how you are actually going to get there, because again, what you focus on expands. Whereas if you are waiting for this particular deadline and you think only once you get to that time point you're going to achieve your result that you want, you're not actually focusing on the right thing, and you're going to get more of the wrong thing. Not necessarily the wrong thing, but you're definitely going to slow down your progress, and you might not even get there because you probably think that nothing's happening and then change your course to something that's not going to work or help you, and end up just repeating the same cycles, getting you nowhere. The way you speed up the body recomposition process is literally by focusing on the right things, not worrying about the time, letting that go, and constantly reinforcing in your head that it is happening. And that could look different for all of you, how you do that. I would focus on getting stronger in the gym, and as I said, sticking to your protein. It might be that you do focus on the change that you see in your progress photos in a positive way, and that's really important as well, right? Like, a lot of my clients will look at their photos and not really see a lot of change because they don't really know what to look for, right? Like, you have to look at your photo as a whole and see the fat loss occurring as a whole and the leanness happening all over your body, and not look at one particular part that really bothers you. And that's where a lot of you go wrong, right? Like, you're so focused on your stomach fat and having too much of that, and you miss out on seeing the progress that you might be making because you're so laser focused on this, not realizing that the stomach fat usually comes off last. Or if you look at your body as a whole, you can definitely see fat loss. So you're much better off sticking with the process, having that mindset that fat loss is already happening, it's happening. That's how you'll get more of it and speed up the process, as opposed to constantly looking at your photos, picking your body apart, and focusing on the fact that, oh my God, I've still got so much body fat, this isn't working. I hope this makes sense. If you have any more questions on the topic of body recomposition or the mindset and energetics around it, let me know, because I do love talking about it. That is all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like it. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if that is the case, I will see you in the next video.